Hello and welcome. My name is Naseem. In last video, we understood the way to access Microsoft 365 and different tools under it. And what we also understood is that we must have one Microsoft 365 credentials to access its tools. Now, what if we don't have Microsoft 365 credentials? There is a workaround to get free Microsoft 365 account under a program called Microsoft Developer Program. And in this video, we will try to understand how we can request a Microsoft 365 free account. What you need to do to get access of Microsoft 365 free account is to Google Microsoft Developer Program. Click on this result. Click on Join Now. On this screen, it will ask you to log in through an email ID. Log in with a Microsoft email ID such as outlook.com if you have one that you have created sometime in past, or else we can make a fresh email ID as well. I am assuming that you don't have a Microsoft email ID, so I am requesting one fresh email ID by clicking on Create One. Click on Use Your Email ID instead. Insert any desired email ID which is available. Insert a password that you can keep remember. Click on Next. Complete all the verification steps if it asks any. Our email ID has been created successfully with system generated first name and last name. Now it redirected us to the form we need to fill in order to get Microsoft 365 free instance. I am from India, so let's select India here. You can select your country from the drop down. Because of the fact that Microsoft 365 is an instance most of the time organizations owns, so it is asking for company name here. Select your language if it is other than English. Check all these terms and conditions checkboxes and click on Next. We are creating this instance only for learning purpose, so we can select personal project here. Click Next. It is always a good idea to get all the possible things if they are coming for free, and same applies here as well. So let's select all. In here, it is asking us the detail of the sandbox it is creating for us. Let's keep it instant sandbox. Sandbox is a sort of database which will hold all the detail of users which we will set up under this instance. Detail of email server, Microsoft Teams server and SharePoint server. Because it is a community version of Microsoft 365 instance we are creating, so Microsoft will set up some fake users under it along with all of necessary details of these users. Go ahead and click Next. My nearest data center is Asia Pacific, so let me select it. You can select as per your location. Now here is the catch. We have requested an email ID. That email ID is something we have used to request Microsoft 365 instance. But in here, it is asking the detail of admin of this instance. So we need to decide one admin username, and that admin username will act as the admin of this Microsoft 365 instance that we are going to create. I am keeping it as same as my email ID and set up the password. Scroll down, use your country code and your phone number for security purpose. You will receive a code that you will use to verify yourself. Complete this verification step to make sure that you are not a robot. Enter the code and click setup. Here you go. Here is the domain name that you will use to access this instance. It is a renewable instance that will renew every 90 days. Email ID of the admin of this instance and 25 fictitious users that Microsoft had set up under this instance. Let me save these details so that I can easily track it in future because we are going to use this instance throughout this series of lectures. You can see that we are currently used the Outlook email ID that we just created in the beginning of this video. And what it means is that we are yet to log in into the newly created instance. Click Go to Subscription to do so. It will open a new tab for us. Here you will notice that it is requesting the password of the admin of this instance. Let me use the password which I have set up. Click on Next. Just for the security purpose, it will ask you to set up two-way authentication method. Microsoft have two different type of authentication method. One is the authentication through the mobile application, and the second one is getting the one-time password on your mobile. We need to install this Microsoft Authentication mobile application, which is available not only for Android but as well as for iOS. Go ahead and install this application in your mobile. Click next once you are ready with this application in your mobile device. Open your mobile application, tap on plus icon, tap on work or school, tap on scan QR code and scan this QR. After you clicked on next, you will see this detail on your Authenticator app. You will see a notification on your screen as well. Tap on it and click approve. Provide your country code and mobile number once again so that it can send you mobile messages as well as an alternate way to complete authentication step. You will receive a code. Use that code here and click next. Alright, here you are. You have logged into Microsoft 365 instance successfully. Click on these 9 dots and you will see a list of all the applications that you are getting in this instance. Click on any of them to access it, and that respective application will be open for you in new tab. I know it was a long session, and I'm pretty confident that by now you can create a Microsoft 365 instance credentials if you don't own one. I hope you liked this session. Please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you in next video.